What is the clutch and how does it work? The clutch, also known as clutch in some countries, is an essential component in manual transmission vehicles. Its main function is to allow speed change in a smooth and controlled manner. The clutch of a car is a component that allows the transfer of energy from the engine to the wheels, through a friction disc that can be attached or separated from the engine flywheel. Its main function is to allow the change of speeds in a smooth and controlled manner, avoiding damage to the transmission and ensuring efficient handling of the vehicle. The clutch is a disc composed of friction material that is located between the engine flywheel and the transmission shaft. Its main objective is to transmit or interrupt the flow of energy between the engine and the wheels, thus allowing the change of speeds. When the clutch is in the neutral position, the flow of power between the engine and drivetrain is interrupted. This is achieved through the clutch pedal, which allows the friction disc to be pressed or released. When the clutch pedal is depressed, the engine flywheel separates from the clutch disc. This prevents engine energy from being transferred to the wheels, allowing the driver to change gears without causing a sudden crash or damage to the transmission. On the other hand, when the clutch pedal is released, the friction disc reconnects to the engine flywheel, allowing the transmission of energy to the wheels and making the vehicle move. It is important to mention that proper handling of the clutch is essential to avoid wear and damage to the components of the transmission system. A smooth and controlled gear change, without over-revving the engine, allows the clutch to maintain optimal operation and prolong its useful life. In addition to its primary function of shifting gears, the clutch also performs other important functions in a manual transmission vehicle. 1. Smooth start. The clutch allows the engine to be started gradually, avoiding sudden movements or jerks. By slowly pressing and releasing the clutch pedal, energy is transferred progressively, facilitating a smooth start of the vehicle. 2. Power modulation. The clutch gives the driver the ability to regulate the engine power that is transferred to the wheels. By partially depressing the clutch pedal, you can precisely control the amount of power transmitted, which is especially useful when driving in low traction or slippery conditions. 3. Fluid gear changes. The clutch allows you to efficiently change between different gears in the vehicle. Pressing the clutch pedal disconnects the transmission from the engine, making it easier to synchronize the gear changes without causing excessive wear on the transmission gears. 4. Engine and transmission protection. The clutch also acts as a protection mechanism for the engine and transmission. If the driver attempts to change gears without pressing the clutch pedal, the friction disc will slip, thus preventing the internal parts of the engine and transmission from being damaged by torsion or overloads. In conclusion, the clutch plays a fundamental role in manual transmission vehicles, allowing smooth and controlled gear shifting, gradual engine starting, power modulation, and protection of the engine and transmission. It is essential to understand how it works and use it correctly to prolong its life and enjoy safe and efficient operation.